Yeah, I mean, all that's true. I mean, the Japanese manufacturers didn't really buy into the BEV strategy years ago, and frankly, they were correct. They just missed the adoption curve being so severe. When you look at the Toyota as a grandparent of electrification and Nissan having their products with the Leaf and things of that nature, they were in the space of electrification. The adoption curve of electrification has taken off. However, there is an early adopter apex that we believe been reached. The people that want an EV, like the shiny object, they bought that shiny object. Now it's about hitting the mass market, not the early adopters that'll spend anything on a vehicle, but that
Yeah.
sweet spot of the price. And they need a better portfolio, especially with the severing of the relationship with Renault.
So here's the thing, right? If affordability is still the key to mass adoption, right, it all comes down to the BAT. Right, battery technology. Nissan, Toyota, they've been talking for at least a year about next-gen BAT technology, SSD, solid state, etc. Are they really far enough along in the game to be able to scale that within the next couple of years, is what they've been saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I look at it this way: the automotive space is a glacial speed. You're designing vehicles today that won't exist for 3 years from today, and that'll exist for 5 years from today. So what's happening is they're trying to get ahead of it, but they're getting ahead of it with a balanced portfolio. That balanced portfolio is not going to be an all EV push; it's going to be an XEV. Anything that's got a battery in it. And in ICE, as you alluded to earlier, their business plan coming out does have a significant amount of internal combustion engine products in their portfolio. So this is not an all-in, we have to do a 180-degree move and drive into this, but they know they have to get in this space and to be on a global push because they have to really leverage the Nissan brand and basically their influence with Mitsubishi. Because of the severing, they got to get out there, build partnerships, build a global presence a little better. Look, Nissan is not top three in any market they compete in. They've tried in North America with passenger cars, with fleets, but then COVID basically hurt that fleet demand. They try with pickup trucks and commercial vehicles, but it's tough to unseat the Detroit 3. And in their home market, they're not in the top three against their juggernaut competition. So they're really trying to reinvent themselves with a balanced portfolio. What you need to do is you need to convince a consumer that a plug is not a disruptor in your life. And you're going to get there through plug-in hybrids. If you can convince a consumer to buy a plug-in hybrid today, then maybe the next buy they have will be a battery electric vehicle. So this is the long game they're betting on. It's a short-term strategy, but it's the long game, and it's going to be very elongated in terms of how they can get there to make their profitability.
Did Nissan make an unforced error with the Leaf, Joe, because they had an ideal opportunity to get the first mover advantage into the affordable EV market, but they failed to capitalize on that? What went wrong?
Yeah, I think it was a timing issue. You could say the thing about the Prius, right? The idea that they led the charge from a Toyota side and a Nissan Leaf with that vehicle. But that vehicle was very purpose-built for a specific consumer that wasn't looking for raw power. They're looking for a commuter vehicle. It was an economic play for them. When Tesla came on the scene and said, wow, I can have a sports car that just so happens to be electric. So Tesla sort of has reinvented the playing field. Now, don't get me wrong, Tesla is a unicorn. There's Tesla and there's everyone else fighting for second place. They're way out in the lead right now. They will get caught eventually, but they're in the lead. So I don't think they lost the opportunity. I just don't think the timing was there for that product. And what they had to do was they need a substantially much more expensive product like one of the S's and X's that Tesla offer. And they don't have they don't have the bandwidth to do that and make it affordable at the same time. There's a big trade-off there. Now they can come in more of a $45,000, $50,000 vehicle that's considered an affordable vehicle in the EV space, unfortunately, and they can really play in that space because everyone's doing it on a global basis.